once again. Welcome to our second press briefing for the game Zambia versus Malawi. This is going to be the Zambian segment, but before we proceed with our press conference, it is only befitting that we observe a moment of silence for former for the late first Vice President, Mr. Rex Mwemba. So I'll ask everyone to stand and observe that moment of silence. Thank you. So with me up here, I have the first Deputy General Secretary, Mr. Joseph Chimpampo, and on my right is the national team coach, popularly known as Micho. I will not make an attempt to pronounce the second name. Coach, welcome to this press briefing, and I'll just ask you to share with the nation what the mood is like in camp and what the plan is in the game against Malawi and the subsequent fixtures after that.
Dear respected Zambians, wherever you are and whatever you do, may Almighty God bless you and give you the best. In this moment of time, in this junction, I would like, with the highest respect to 18 million of Zambians, to express my sincere apology upon us not being in position earlier to present all this. We are really living in some abnormal times where humanity is challenging that COVID-19 and so many problems have been caused. This is why all these things have happened to us. As you have very well known program we have set to you regarding the 3 international friendlies. However, we have, in order to prepare our team for the champ very well, added 2 more friendlies in South Africa that will serve to our CHAN team to prepare very well against the best South African teams for the upcoming CHAN, and also players individually going back to their clubs to be in the better level of form and knowing where we are at present. This is what I would like to say after setting that program. It has been up and down with the 13th with South Africa, with the 11th and whatsoever. Finally we have settled, and program is set as follows. Tomorrow we are playing Malawi at Hero Stadium. Hero Stadium, in order our players to get ready for the tension, stress and pressure that could bring a match against Botswana in November in qualifiers. So expecting that our players will tomorrow show what we have done in last 10 days of preparation for this important match to us. I would like to say that on Thursday we are flying to Kenya, where on Friday we are playing friendly match against Kenya national team against newly refurbished national stadium Nyayo. Then on Saturday we are flying to South Africa, and in South Africa we are having acclimatization on Saturday. On Sunday 18 hours in Rustenburg we are playing match against BAFANA, and after that match suppose 6 of our professional players are supposed to go back to their clubs as stipulated. We need to return them back the way they have reached. However, others will remain with us and help us to play in a friendly match against Orlando Pirates team at iconic Orlando Stadium in Johannesburg. And then next day, that is on 12th, 15 hours, we are playing at Orlando Stadium against Orlando Pirates, and we shall play against Mamelodi Sundowns, running champions of South Africa, in Clorkop at 11 on 13th Tuesday. And then in the evening we are returning back to Zambia, and we see where we are, how we are, because all these matches will serve as an test, try and experiment aspect and bridge towards being ready for the do-or-die clashes against Botswana in November. We need to tell you that we had really so many problems from the point of logistics. Even as we speak now, it was an really, I want to tell, roller coaster, thriller, action Hollywood film in last 48 to 72 hours, whether we could avail our players. Before speaking about them, I would like to say that since last Monday we are in preparation. Immediately after landing from Croatia, we have started our preparation for these encounters. And 40 locally based players have started the preparation. We had an amazing week where with theoretical awareness, where with strengthening players mentally, where with making them physically fit. And I need to give credit to the Zambian coaches that they give us players from their respective clubs in very good positive football shape, so that we have just taken away the players, and we want to give them back to their clubs even in a better shape than we took. And I would like to say that after filter and looking from all the aspects, we are at present having 24 players in the camp, 4 goalkeepers and 20 field players. However, there are 2 players that are with us as a youngsters will not be available for tomorrow match, because to play 14-year-old boy, Joseph Vanda Sabobo, you need a special medical certificate to play senior match. Therefore, training with us has been an amazing step forward for him, because he has shown, and everyone in the camp has seen, that boy has a bright future, and we want to groom him in a way, the way people dealing with diamonds are polishing the diamonds. In that regard, I would just say that for tomorrow game, we are having a squad to play Malawi. Goalkeepers, Kakunta Jackson, Mange Sebastian, Siame Lamek. 5 defenders, Chiboni Kondwani, Chepeshi Benedict, Banda Luka, Dominic Chanda, Chilongoshi Zakaria. Midfielders, there are 6 of them. And those are Sakala Benson, Ngwenya Godfrey, Kapumbu Kelvin, Mulenga Leonard, Mutale Gozon, and Zulu Thomas. Attacking midfielders and strikers, there are 7 of them. Shamende Amiti, Musakanya Bruce, Zulu Chaniza, Sikombe Collins, Mubanga Kelvin, Chabula Emmanuel, and Maichaba Akukulu Belva. So those are the players that we are counting on for tomorrow's game. Based on the aspect that matches in Kenya on Friday, and as I presented in South Africa, we have already done all the precautionary measures with testing for the Malawi game. We shall do the testing even before going for Kenya. That will be valid for our entrance also to South Africa. So all the precautionary measures, I need to express sincere appreciation, honest gratitude to FAZ to facilitating everything from the point of logistics, from the point of all following measures in regards for us to take care of every single detail in regards these abnormal times we are living, that we could still, and the new normal, provide that our team is very well prepared. As you could know, we had the challenges, and challenges are that, as you know, Enokwepu and Patsondaka could not come, but we have been in constant touch. I need to commend them for patriotism shown. They have booked the taxi to go, like from here, going to Ndola to board the plane, being ready to fly and to play for their nation. However, it was not meant to be. It is not only them, even Mali national team players, even Cameroon players and also Ghana players are not available. Therefore, this is a situation that occurred. We have no right to comment about the decision of the club that they have made, but we know that boys are in their soul, in their mind, in their heart with us, and we regret not having them, but we are in constant touch, and all what we shall pass in days ahead of us, both of them will get in video material from the point of matches, from the point of training sessions and other things, so that their absence is not felt, and they will be available after playing in the group with Bayern Munich, Atletico and Lokomotiv Moscow. They will get an experience, and we believe and we pray hard that they will be available for the November matches. However, I need to say that one player has asked to be excused because it has been an unbelievable financial offer for him to sign the contract, and he's at present passing medicals in Emirates, Mape Musonda, in order to sign there, and I have been in direct touch regarding this, and we have found a way that life chance that is in front of him, because he was playing for peanuts in Black Leopards down and saving them from relegation, but he has approached us in a professional way, and respecting that, we have allowed him. There are 5 players. There are 5 players that they have gone through the hell and barricades to pass and to reach motherland Zambia. And those players are 2 guys from Russia, Ivan and King Skangwa, Edward Chilufya, Lubambo Musonda, and still on the way because he played Sunday evening, Fashion Sakala. That it has been comedy last night when they have blocked him from going. It has been story finished until we have reacted with Ethiopian Airlines to allow and guaranteeing for him as an institution, and they have allowed him, so he's arriving today 14:40, and we are expecting his arrival. And then we are having the situation where I have always looked like nice guy, and in front of you I have tried to be generator of positive energy. However, all life I have, and I'm living last 20 years in Africa under the 4 pillars of my survival in African football. First pillar is iron discipline. Second pillar is absolute order and organization. Third pillar is fanatic hard work followed by science. And fourth pillar is family atmosphere based on good, in this case, Zambian tradition of respecting and being respected. Under such a circumstances, I need to say that we had, of course, TP Mazembe players in the camp. Those are now bringing to 7, and Fashion Sakala coming 8. And we have expected 2 players from Tanzania. Players in Tanzania were supposed to fly on Monday night. However, they have missed the flights. We have been flexible and set the flights for the Monday evening. They have missed the flights. And now they're asking to come tomorrow and whatsoever. And when someone comes from Russia, 10,000 kilometers away, and someone is here bordering with us, with all due respect, based on that first pillar that I told, iron discipline, I could not allow that anyone is bigger than the nation. Therefore, with my unilateral decision, supported by this institution, I have decided that I remove from these matches, until further notice given, gentleman whose name is Chama Kletas and Chirva Obri. I'm very sorry, but under the approach that I have told, accountable, responsible, and transparent. We don't need to sugarcoat and let us say the things and whatsoever, and let us call the things right names. And I don't want to make any whatsoever respect to the players. We wish all the best to them, but there is no person that is bigger than the nation. And we cannot allow this, especially that we need to redeem the pride of a footballing nation that is, according to all the people in Africa, in top 5 footballing nations. If we have not gone to 2 African Cup of Nations, conceded 7 and scored 1, and to allow someone that he needs 3 days to arrive to the camp, I deeply regret, with all due respect to them, to all the problems that have occurred, but I need also to live under the philosophy where I need to establish 2 authorities. Authority of justice, where Smolwan Sabobo is the same like Captain Kabaso Chongo. Everyone is the same, and that is justice. That no one is not favored and no one is not special. And second authority is knowledge. Showing to players that we know something, to give them formula, because we have no question whether Zambians know how to play football. We have only question, do our players know how to make a result? And we are engaged in that direction to get Zambians play good football and get the results. And under that, this is what I had to tell to you. That puts us in a position that is unfortunate, but we need to live under the philosophy. Who is not around, we need, must, and we shall do the best to represent the nation. Therefore, I would like to present to you traveling squad to Kenya and South Africa. Goalkeepers, Kakunta Jackson, Wange Sebastian, Siame Lamek. Defenders, Chongo Kabaso, Wape Tandi, Chiboni Kondwani, Banda Luka, Dominic Chanda, Chilongoshi Zakaria. Here, amongst defenders, having in mind that these 2 players have done what they have done, and they ask in special status, and I cannot give to anyone special status, we could possibly add here 1 more defender, and I have a reserved place here to take a decision in regards to that, to add a player. And then we are having midfielders Kangwa Kings, Sakala Benson, Gwenya Godfrey, Kapumbu Kelvin, Mulenga Leonard, Mutale Goza. We have attacking midfielders Chilufia Edward, Musonda Lubambo, Shamende Amiti, Musakanya Bruce, Zulu Chaniza, Sikombe Collins, Mubanga Kelvin. And we have strikers Kangwa Evans, Sakala Fashion, Lungu Gampani, I have already put him off, Chabula Emmanuel, and Maichaba Akukulubelwa. Those are the people that will travel, of course, subject, we need to be tested. We have tested before Malawi, we shall test after and whatsoever, and we are abiding by all the pre-requirements and pre-visit advised by Ministry of Health, and whatever is in that regard, we shall take care and take in consideration. In this junction, I would like to conclude my presentation and look forward to your possible questions.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Master of Ceremony will tell.
Thank you very much, Coach. I would invite members of the press to ask questions, but I will advise that we keep it 1 question per person, and let us be brief.
My name is Rezi from Sky from Lady. And Malawi game. What exactly do you want to get out of that game as a coach?
As you could see, we are living in some abnormal times, and it could happen that even these professionals that we have brought could not arrive. Under such a circumstance, we are left with a locally based voice that they need to present, and still flag need to be high there up. Malawi game with them bringing there the best of the best with Gabadinho Mango, Gerald Piri and others is simply putting in front of us and test our character, measurement of value and moment of truth for the generation of locally based players to see what we are capable, what we are able, where we are leaking, what are we lacking, in order to have a platform from where we shall critically analyze what is good to improve, what is good to keep it up and upgrade, and what is wrong to improve, correct, and get much better in times ahead of us. Under such circumstances, we look forward that we measure 3+3 aspects. First aspect is moment when we lose the ball, how we play defensive reorganization and how we press high, what we do in open play defending and what we do in set pieces defending. What we do when we win the ball, how we play in transformation in order to punish the opponent unsettled, how we attack against the full team of opponent in front of us with variety of attacks and entering in last third, creating chances, looking for the goals, and how we attack in set pieces. So those are the 3+3 strategic targets that we are setting in front of ourselves as measurement points that plus we are working, last time we have played that match without GPS. Now we shall play this match with GPS and C. We need to set the standards that are the highest international professional standards from the point of physical aspect and output on the field of play. Is meaning you are playing for your nation. If in normal situation and in training you run 10 kilometers, in this you need to run at least 15 in any way. And many other factors that we are setting from the point of fitness, factors that we are setting from the mental aspect, factors that we are setting from the technical effectiveness, and especially tactical competitiveness that is connected with this, what I have presented to you.
Good morning, Coach. Obviously, you've been with the local squad for some time now. What can you say about their commitment in terms of training and how much they are putting in ahead of this match against Malawi, given that it's the local players who play more?
I need to tell you something. Sometimes I'm asking myself, and as a coach, that before working as a professional, I need to love football. And before loving football, I need to love the country where I'm working. And if anything in this country made me falling in love with the country is Zambian football players. I have never, and I have been 138 countries, and I can say this openly, and I will not prize and I will not exaggerate, I have never seen players so hungry individually to improve. And if we succeed now that individuality to put in partnership to put in departments and fix the cracks and close the gaps that have made us not being what Africa expects us, what the world of football expects from us, it is a challenge in front of us. But I need to tell you that every player, the way he has come inside the camp, the way he will go out, they will not be the same people. The same people from the training and improvement in training. The same people from these matches and matches in legs and mileage in legs and match fitness in their legs and improvement and seeing what is required in order everyone to improve. And when I'm looking at that, I'm really excited and just testing. I'm just telling to the players, guys, you need to feel like good students that they have done all the exams. Now there is that final diploma in the matches where you need to prove. You need to feel like student that knows everything, but still there is that final exam that you need to feel a bit inside yourself. I would like to see in a blink of eyes, in face expression, especially body language, that we show that that jersey means to all of us and that we proudly represent 18 millions of Zambians.
Do we have any more? Yes, Michael.
Thank you so much, I do have a question for the coach and of course for the ST. One question. Let's start with the coach. Of course, looking at the two players you have dropped from Tanzania, did they give a reason as to why they did miss the two flights? Of course, were they released on time by their clubs? And of course, to the GS, I know very few people who understand with what is happening to the Football Association of Zambia, of course, talking about the death of Mr. Rex Mwemba. Others would have thought the association would cancel the friendly games. But of course, maybe your message to those individuals, I mean, why we are proceeding with games, and of course. Yeah.
First thing that I would like to tell you is like this. As an institution, with seriousness, we shall do the deepest possible investigation, what are the reasons and causes. However, due to technical aspect of respecting our trip to Kenya and South Africa, we cannot receive any player beyond 4:30 today. Whoever is in training until 4:30, you set the standard, you abide by standard, you are there. You don't abide, you cannot be there. Whether it is blame of players, whether it is blame of clubs, whether it is blame of airlines, I don't want to enter into it because this will be deeply investigated. We owe, in respect to players, in respect to club from where they are coming, where former coach of Zambia is coaching there, and he has requested me to release the player as soon as possible because they are playing, I think, against Yanga on 18 or I don't know, and whatsoever. I have abided by all aspects, cooperating and whatsoever. Same is with FAS. We have done anything what we could do. However, we could not receive the players beyond the boundary that is 4:30 today. Do you understand? Because we enter in so-called in South Africa, calling it bio bubble. And there is no anymore someone coming in or coming out is dangerous. So we abide by the rules of COVID and whatsoever. We abide by the rules that we have set. Who enters until that time in the camp is there. Who enters after cannot. And unfortunately, I deeply regret, with the highest degree of respect to both players, it is blame is somewhere. I don't want to look at the blame because no player is bigger than the team. For me, together with the technical team and FAS, we are focusing on people we have available. Those they wanted to be there are there.
I think in relation to your question, I'll answer it in terms of stakeholder management. As you may be aware, we are answerable to both internal and external stakeholders. If it was a match that was solely our own making, we would have considered that. But you have to understand, you see, to get an international match up and running, there are certain stakeholders, both CAF and FIFA. You have to do the application, Malawi already in the country, and if you pay the program that is lined up, there are 3 matches. So just to get those matches aligned would be as good as coming to 0. We do appreciate, and I think most of you knew who Mr. Mwemba was. If he was around, he would have actually said, go ahead, despite my absence. That's the kind of man he was. So we can only wish him
Selfless.
Yes, he was a selfless man, so to speak. That's not to say that, you know, we don't regard him. We still hold him in high esteem, even as we go ahead with the matches. Thank you.
Okay. On that note, we've come to the end of our press conference. Thank you very much for coming, Coach. Thanks, DJs. Thanks for being with us.
Whatever we have else to say, our players will say tomorrow.